Imagine a place on our planet where the very forces of creation are visible every day. This is Iceland. It is a land born of fire and sculpted by ice. Here, immense glaciers, ancient and silent, crawl over mountains of black volcanic rock. Deep beneath this frozen crust, the Earth's molten heart beats with a fierce, untamed rhythm. Volcanoes slumber under kilometers of ice, their hidden power a constant, quiet reminder of the world's inner turmoil. This is a landscape of extraordinary contrasts, where steam erupts from frozen ground and fiery lava flows meet the frigid waters of the North Atlantic. It is a place that feels both ancient and brand new, as if nature is still deciding its final shape. This dramatic duality is not just a poetic description, it is the fundamental truth of Iceland's existence. The island itself is one of the youngest landmasses on Earth, a geological infant still growing and changing before our very eyes. One can stand on the edge of a vast creaking glacier and feel the immense cold seeping into the air, a relic of the last ice age. Yet, just a short journey away, you can witness the raw, creative power of volcanism. Hot springs bubble up, geysers shoot boiling water high into the sky, and fields of twisted, cooled lava stretch for as far as the eye can see. This constant, magnificent struggle between fire and ice has created a world unlike any other. The air here feels different. It is crisp, clean, and filled with the scent of damp earth and the faint, sulfurous hint of geothermal activity. The silence, too, is profound, broken only by the cry of a seabird, the rush of a glacial river, or the deep, guttural groan of shifting ice. In this quiet, one can almost hear the planet breathing. The landscape tells a story of immense power and epic timescales. It reminds us that the ground beneath our feet is not static, but a dynamic, living entity. Iceland is a magnificent, living laboratory, a window into the powerful geological forces that have shaped our world from its very beginning. This island nation, perched on the edge of the Arctic Circle, serves as a powerful testament to the resilience of life. Mosses of an almost impossibly vibrant green cling to the stark black lava fields, a splash of life in a seemingly harsh environment. Hardy sheep roam the unfenced highlands, their ancestors brought by the first Viking settlers over 1,000 years ago. The people who call this place home have learned to live in harmony with its extreme nature, drawing their energy from the earth's heat and their spirit from its wild, untamable beauty. To visit Iceland is to witness the raw, elemental forces of nature in their most spectacular and inspiring form. Iceland's unique character comes from its very special location. It is not just an island in the middle of the ocean. It is situated directly on top of the mid-Atlantic ridge. This is a massive underwater mountain range that runs down the center of the Atlantic Ocean. It is the seam of the Earth, the place where two of our planet's great tectonic plates, the North American and the Eurasian plates, are slowly but constantly pulling apart. Most of this ridge is hidden deep beneath the waves, but in Iceland, it rises above the surface of the sea. This makes the country one of the few places on Earth where you can physically see this great continental drift in action. This constant separation of the tectonic plates is what makes Iceland one of the most volcanically active places in the world. As the plates drift apart at a rate of about 2 centimeters per year, magma from deep within the Earth's mantle rises to fill the gap. This process, happening over millions of years, is what created Iceland in the first place. The island is, in essence, a huge pile of volcanic rock built up from countless eruptions along this rift. It is a land that is literally being torn apart and rebuilt at the same time, a place of constant geological renewal. This dynamic process is the engine that drives the entire Icelandic landscape. One can witness this incredible phenomenon at places like Thingvellir National Park. Here, the earth is scarred with enormous cracks and fissures, dramatic cliffs, and sunken valleys that mark the edges of the diverging plates. You can walk in the valley between the continents, with North America on one side and Eurasia on the other. It is a humbling experience to stand in this rift and comprehend the immense, slow-moving power that is shaping our planet. This is not ancient history locked away in textbooks. It is a living, breathing process. The ground here is not entirely stable, and small earthquakes are a common reminder of the powerful forces at work just beneath the surface. This unique geological setting is the ultimate source of all of Iceland's wonders. The volcanoes, the geysers, the hot springs, and the dramatic rift valleys are all direct results of its position on the mid-Atlantic ridge. It is also a hotspot, a place where an unusually hot plume of magma from the Earth's mantle sits close to the surface, adding even more fuel to the volcanic fire. This combination of a spreading ridge and a mantle plume is what makes Iceland so exceptionally active. It is a land perpetually in the making, a raw and powerful demonstration of the planet's restless and creative energy. The fire beneath Iceland's surface makes its presence known in spectacular fashion. The country is home to around 130 volcanoes, with about 30 of them considered active. These are not just cone-shaped mountains. They come in many forms, including vast fissure systems that can tear the land apart. Eruptions are a regular part of life here. While many are small and occur in remote, unpopulated areas, others have had a profound impact, not just on Iceland, but on the entire world. The 2010 eruption of Eyjafjallajökull, a volcano hidden beneath a glacier, famously sent a colossal ash cloud into the atmosphere, grounding air traffic across Europe for weeks. It was a powerful reminder of nature's ability to disrupt our modern world. Even more significant in history was the eruption of Laki in 1783. This was not a single volcanic explosion, but a massive fissure eruption that lasted for 8 months. It poured out a staggering volume of lava and released enormous clouds of poisonous gases that devastated Iceland. The resulting haze caused crops to fail and livestock to perish, leading to a terrible famine that killed a quarter of the island's population. The effects were felt far beyond Iceland, as the sulfur dioxide cloud spread across the northern hemisphere, causing unusual weather patterns and crop failures in Europe and beyond. It stands as one of history's most potent examples of a volcano's global reach. But this immense geothermal power is not just a destructive force, it is also Iceland's greatest gift. The same heat that fuels the volcanoes provides the country with a near-limitless supply of clean, renewable energy. Icelanders have become masters at harnessing this power. Hot water is piped directly from the ground to heat around 90% of the nation's homes, keeping them warm even in the depths of the Arctic winter. This geothermal heat also warms vast greenhouses where fruits and vegetables are grown year-round, a remarkable feat in such a northern climate. It is a perfect example of humans adapting to and collaborating with the forces of nature. The most visible displays of this geothermal activity are the geysers and hot springs that dot the landscape. The Great Geysir, which gave its name to all other geysers in the world, now erupts infrequently. However, its neighbor, Strokkur, provides a reliable and spectacular show, blasting a column of boiling water up to 30 meters into the air every few minutes. All across the country, you can find naturally heated pools and lagoons, like the famous Blue Lagoon, where people can bathe in the warm, mineral-rich waters. This direct connection to the Earth's inner warmth is a fundamental part of the Icelandic way of life, turning a potentially dangerous force into a source of comfort, energy, and well-being. While fire rages below, Iceland's surface is dominated by the quiet majesty of ice. Glaciers cover more than 10% of the country's landmass, vast rivers of ice that have sculpted the landscape for millennia. The largest of these is Vatnajökull, an immense ice cap in the southeast that is the biggest glacier in Europe. It is so large that it is almost a country in itself, covering an area of nearly 8,000 square kilometers. Beneath its icy surface lie several active volcanoes, creating the ultimate expression of Iceland's fire and ice identity. When these subglacial volcanoes erupt, they can cause massive floods known as jökullaups, as the heat melts the ice from below. These glaciers are not static monuments. They are dynamic, moving entities. They flow slowly but powerfully, grinding down mountains, carving deep valleys, and carrying enormous quantities of rock and sediment. You can actually hear their movement in the constant creaks and deep groans that echo from within the ice. As they reach lower altitudes, their snouts break apart, caving huge icebergs into glacial lagoons. The most famous of these is Jökulsárlón, where brilliant blue icebergs, some over 1,000 years old, drift serenely towards the sea. They eventually wash ashore on a nearby black sand beach, creating a surreal landscape of glittering ice diamonds on volcanic sand. One of the most magical experiences these glaciers offer is the chance to venture inside them. Each winter, meltwater rivers flowing beneath the glaciers freeze and carve out intricate tunnels and caves within the ice. These ice caves are temporary cathedrals of nature with walls of impossibly deep blue ice. The light filtering through the dense ancient ice creates an ethereal, otherworldly glow. Walking inside one of these caves feels like entering another world, a place of pure, frozen beauty. Each cave is unique and lasts for only one season before it melts or changes shape, a fleeting wonder created by the constant interplay of water and ice. However, these magnificent frozen giants are under threat. Like glaciers all around the world, Icelands are shrinking at an alarming rate due to our warming climate. Scientists are carefully monitoring their retreat, which serves as a clear and visible indicator of global environmental change. The loss of these glaciers will not only transform Iceland's landscape, but also have significant consequences for its river systems and ecosystems. The silent, steady melting of these ancient ice caps is a poignant and powerful reminder of the delicate balance of our planet's climate and our responsibility to protect these extraordinary natural wonders for the future. Iceland's position on the globe, just south of the Arctic Circle, makes it a stage for some of nature's most breathtaking light shows. The most famous of these is the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. From autumn through to spring, when the nights are long and dark, the skies above Iceland often come alive with this incredible celestial dance. It is a phenomenon caused by science, but one that feels like pure magic. It begins when charged particles from the sun, carried on the solar wind, collide with gases in the Earth's atmosphere. This collision excites the atoms, causing them to emit light. The result is a silent, hypnotic spectacle that can leave one speechless. The lights can appear as a faint, greenish glow on the horizon, almost like a distant cloud. But at their most intense, they erupt into a vibrant, swirling display that fills the entire sky. Curtains of green, pink, and purple light ripple and wave, as if they were dancing to some unheard cosmic rhythm. They can move slowly and gracefully, or flicker and race across the heavens with astonishing speed. To stand under a clear, cold Icelandic night sky and watch the aurora unfold is a truly humbling experience, a connection to the vast and beautiful forces of the universe. But the drama in the sky is not limited to the winter months. During the summer, Iceland experiences another remarkable phenomenon, the midnight sun. Because of its high latitude, the sun barely sets for several weeks around the summer solstice in June. Instead of darkness, the night is filled with a soft, golden twilight that can last for hours. The sun dips towards the horizon, painting the sky with incredible hues of orange, pink, and gold, but it never fully disappears. It simply skims the horizon before beginning to rise again. This perpetual daylight has a profound effect on the rhythm of life, creating a sense of endless energy and opportunity. This extended daylight allows for unique experiences, such as hiking on a glacier or watching puffins by the sea cliffs in the soft light of midnight. It changes one's perception of time, blurring the boundaries between day and night. For visitors, it can be disorienting, but for Icelanders, it is a cherished part of the year, a time of celebration and activity after the long, dark winter. Both the northern lights and the midnight sun are powerful reminders of our planet's tilt and its journey around the sun. They are celestial events that connect the daily lives of people in this remote part of the world to the grand mechanics of our solar system. The story of Iceland's people is as dramatic as its landscape. The nation is small, with a population of just under 400,000. Most Icelanders live in and around the capital city, Reykjavik, leaving vast swathes of the country sparsely populated or completely uninhabited. This small population has fostered a unique and powerful sense of community and national identity. People are connected by family, history, and a shared experience of living in this beautiful but challenging environment. There is a strong sense of independence and self-reliance, traits forged by centuries of isolation and the need to survive against the odds. This independence has deep roots, stretching back to the first settlers. Iceland was settled in the 9th century by Norse Vikings, who were seeking freedom from the growing power of kings in Norway. They brought with them their language, their laws, and their rich oral traditions of storytelling. This history is meticulously recorded in the Icelandic sagas, epic tales of exploration, family feuds, and heroism written in the 12th and 13th centuries. These stories are not just literature, they are the foundation of Icelandic culture. They connect modern Icelanders directly to their Viking ancestors and provide a powerful sense of history and place. One of the most remarkable aspects of this heritage is the Icelandic language. Due to the country's long isolation, the language has changed very little since the time of the Vikings. Modern Icelanders can read the ancient sagas in their original form with relative ease. This linguistic continuity is almost unique in the world and is a source of immense national pride. Efforts are made to keep the language pure, with new words for modern concepts, like computer or telephone, being created from old Icelandic roots rather than being borrowed from other languages. It is a living link to 1,000 years of history. This deep connection to the past and to nature also manifests in a rich tradition of myth and folklore. Many Icelanders have a certain respect for, if not an outright belief in, the Huldufolk, or hidden people, elves and spirits believed to inhabit the rocks and hills. It is not uncommon for road construction projects to be rerouted to avoid disturbing a rock believed to be an elf home. This is not just a whimsical superstition. It reflects a profound respect for nature and an understanding that there are invisible forces and a world beyond what we can see. It is a worldview shaped by a landscape that is itself full of mystery and power. Today, Iceland stands as a remarkably modern and progressive society, built upon the foundations of its ancient landscape and resilient culture. It is a nation that has successfully blended its Viking heritage with a forward-thinking, peaceful ethos. Iceland has no standing army and consistently ranks as one of the most peaceful countries on Earth, with very low crime rates and a high degree of social trust. This sense of safety and community is palpable. Children play freely, and there is a general feeling that people look out for one another, a quality perhaps born from the necessity of relying on each other in a small, isolated population. The nation's economy is a testament to its ingenuity and adaptability. While historically reliant on fishing, Iceland has diversified into a modern, knowledge-based economy. Its greatest modern resource is the same geothermal energy that shapes its land. Iceland is a world leader in renewable energy, generating nearly 100% of its electricity from geothermal and hydropower sources. This has not only made the country energy independent, but has also attracted energy-intensive industries, like aluminium smelting and data centers, which are powered by clean, green energy. It is a model for a sustainable future, proving that economic prosperity and environmental responsibility can go hand in hand. In recent decades, tourism has become a major pillar of the Icelandic economy. Visitors from all over the world flock to the island, drawn by its otherworldly landscapes, the northern lights, and its unique culture. This boom in tourism brought both opportunities and challenges. It transformed the economy and brought new life to many rural communities. However, Icelanders are keenly aware that the very nature that attracts visitors is fragile. There is a strong national commitment to sustainable tourism, with an emphasis on protecting the environment first. Strict regulations are in place to preserve delicate ecosystems, and a guiding principle is to leave no trace. Ultimately, what makes Iceland feel so profoundly different is its raw, unfinished quality. It is a place that reminds us that our planet is a living, evolving entity. The silence of its vast, empty landscapes, the raw power of its volcanoes, and the ethereal beauty of its glaciers and auroras create a sense of being on another world. Yet, it is our world, in its most elemental and untamed form. Iceland is more than just a destination. It is an experience. It is a journey to a place where one can witness the birth of the earth, feel its immense power, and be reminded of the wild, magnificent beauty that still exists on our planet.